Hey, what's up you all? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be talking about ticker symbol ZOM, ZOMEDICA Corp. Now, many people asked me whether should I buy ZOMEDICA Corp at this price point around $2. Now, I bought ZOMEDICA Corp when the market was in red at $1.75 or maybe 60 cents, 70 cents, something along those lines. And I want to share my research whether one should buy ZOMEDICA Corp right now or not. This is now my personal analysis, my personal opinion, my personal thought. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not an advice to buy or sell stocks. It's just I wanted to share whether I should buy the stock at why did I buy at $1.60? What do I think about where the stock price can go? We'll do the price prediction. We'll do the analysis as to what investors are holding at this point. So we'll do a few things. We'll talk about whether should you buy ZOMEDICA Corp in March or not. I came across this great article that I also want to share, also want to review with you as well. The second thing we'll do is we'll analyze what's the situation with the institution buyers, whether they are still holding ZOMEDICA Corp or what's going on there. The third thing is we'll do a prediction price analysis, look at the chart, look at the RSI, look at the MACD in little bit more detail. Now, consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I see a lot of non-subscribers viewing this video, so I'm not sure how much value it adds in your due diligence and research. So I would love to see you subscribe to my channel. It's really helpful to get your support in growth of this channel. Click on the like button as well. Your like is very much appreciated, and it ensures that my video can reach to more and more people. My analysis can reach to more and more people. Now, without further delay, before we go there, let's take a look. So in my opinion, and we'll do this analysis in a bit as well, but $2.10, it's a big resistance that I saw for ZOMEDICA Corp. Back in the days when the stock was below $1 level, we saw a resistance around $1 level. This type of that type of resistance that I'm seeing at $2.10. Now, looking at 5 days, the stock is up 11%. Looking at 1 month, the stock is down 18-19%. 6 months, the stock is up 1800%. And we have been reviewing this stock when it was, I want to say, around this level, 40 to 50 cents level, and many of the subscribers and the viewers bought this stock at this price point between 50 to 90 cents. So write down in the comment below at what price you bought ZOMEDICA Corp and how many ZOMEDICA Corp that you're holding, if you don't mind sharing with us. Now let's take a look. This article is a great article. Should you buy ZOMEDICA Corp in stock in March? Now, it is not really advisable because it's hard to predict the market correctly. You should not try to time the market. We have multiple times said that, but sometimes it's tempting, even if savviest investors, and I do that too, when there is a red day, I tend to buy thinking the market will go up definitely based on my due diligence and analysis and looking at the charts and technical pointers and whatnot. Innovative businesses rarely make disruptive moves without telling everyone that they're planning doing something beforehand. But what happened with ZOMEDICA is pretty transparent, launching their product Truforma, their first product later this month. The company is not revenue positive, even though they have $2 billion, I believe, in market cap. Yes, their market cap is $2.01 billion, and as you can see, company is burning through cash because they are investing a lot more into the product that they're going to launch. And this is a revolutionary product, their Truforma product. And going back to this article, the obvious potential catalyst for the growth, but it also constitutes the concentrated risk that investors shouldn't discount. After all, the company's product is going to launch. It may launch weaker than expected. It may launch stronger than expected. There might be a strong momentum in the way the company is launching. Now, there are odds and there are some catalysts as well, but what the company has done is they have tied up with Miller the distribution channel, and Miller is one of the strong distribution channel, aggressively growing, owned by the industry experts and managed by them as well, and that is going to help ZOMEDICA a lot in terms of stronger momentum, in terms of stronger and smoother launch, and market the product the way it needs to be. Now, so that's one of the things. Now, there are risks and rewards, and the argument in favor is the Truforma diagnostic platform is something that tells the fact that it can change the industry. The innovation of Truforma lies in the fact that the clinics don't really need to send their samples off to the outside lab to get the results. In my research, I also found that they can get the results within as soon as 20 minutes. While it isn't only product that fills the role having to diagnostic this severe health condition in dogs and cats, that means the practitioners can make the decision if they get the faster results. And much faster, which could lead to better outcomes as well. And the most importantly, they don't have to leave the clinic because everything is done within the point of care locations. That's good for pet owners, and also for the vets who are helping these pets as their doctors. Right now, looking at this time saving. In addition to that, there's a cost saving as well, because the way the product is offered, it can expedite the situation. It can also resolve the situation faster. The Truforma looks highly appealing, and it could drive substantial growth in ZOMEDICA's revenue. So that's a big plus. After it launches in March, the sales will slowly ramp up. Now we are seeing $2.10 price point for a company that doesn't even have revenue. My hope is if there is more revenue, the company's stock price can go in the positive direction. Now, if something doesn't work out, it may go south as well. So that's always a risk that you want to also consider. On the top of that, I want to say that ZOMEDICA is still a penny stock. Penny stock has small market caps, high volatility, higher volume. It can go either way. So do your own due diligence and research. Now, ZOMEDICA is not profitable yet. That could easily change the game for company once the company becomes profitable. One of the pro though you want to think about is the company has enough cash on their balance sheet. Their balance sheet looks pretty good. On the top of that, they retired the preferred share as well. And the price point that they put was $1.78 in my opinion. Pretty fair price. And now they don't really have preferred Series 1 preferred share that was valued at $1 million. Now, if you think about the higher the price that they got rid of these preferred shares, it's better for the common stock investors in my personal opinion. While I'm not a financial advisor, but I just have done my due diligence and analysis looking at the argument against it. So there are pros and cons, and I want to be very balanced. However, this is one of our favorite stock. I want to speak also about the cons. The biggest reason is it's a short-term investment. The market may go into the red zone, or market can have upcoming crash or whatever the people are talking about. So the biggest reason is this price point might have been already priced in, the economic impact of Truforma, so on and so forth. I do believe it's not, in my personal opinion. The highest price for ZOMEDICA was $2.91, I believe. I do believe that if the company has some positive news to share, if the launch goes pretty good, the stock price has a lot more room to run up. However, it depends. So that's why we are doing continuous due diligence and analysis. It's not just a one-day analysis and you think for the rest of the future. And I'll make sure that I share more and more information with you. Now, potential is one of the appropriate context. While it's probably true that the market eventually prices all the available information, but we can't really predict the future. We don't know what type of revenue that Truforma is going to get. On the top of that, they also have some intellectual property share, maybe some sort of royalty that they will need to pay to the third party that they're using in terms of their intellectual technology and property. Now, what is the verdict based on this article specifically? The author is saying at this point they think that the ZOMEDICA could be worth an investment that is a small relative to the size of your portfolio. And I 100% agree with that. Make sure that you are only investing the money that you're willing to lose. It's a penny stock, high risk, high reward. You can make a ton of money. You can double your money in no time. On the flip side, you can lose them as well. So do your own due diligence. If the company, let's go back to the article. If the company performs well throughout the rest of the year and next year, it might be worth increasing your holding further. And you know what? If that happens, your holding will be increased automatically because the price goes up. Your percentage within your portfolio, the ZOMEDICA will have a higher percentage. So that's one thing that you also want to consider. In my opinion, when I purchased the stock around $1.60, once again, I do believe it was a good price point as well. Definitely lower than $1 price point was a good price point as well. How I may sell the stock later on if I feel like, if I find something else that can skyrocket super fast in my due diligence, so I may do that. The risk of Truforma flopping isn't significant, as the argument the market has already priced in the device's release and expected earning in the near term. Right now, the stock probably is not going to repeat its quadruple digit percentage growth anytime soon. I think from $2 to $6, I sort of want to say that if the company shows strong revenue in Q2, there is a possibility the stock can be triple or quadruple, as the author is saying here. Now we don't know, but once again, it's worth an investment of a smaller part of my portfolio. That's what I believe. I'll keep making sure that I share more and more information with you. Let's take a look at ZOMEDICA real quick. In addition to that, I want to also share that the last transaction that we see, and I do not have the premium login, but the institutional investors we are seeing as of March 1st, 6.7 million shares owned by Vanguard Extended Market Index Fund investor shares. On the top of that, this is a new position from Vanguard as well on March 1st, 604 shares owned by VITNX, Vanguard Institutional Total Stock Market Index Fund. On the top of that, another Vanguard that has been holding, not a new position, they have been holding 11 million shares of ZOMEDICA as of March 1st. And one of this institution sold 45,500 shares on March 1st that we see, but the US MIX is still there, and the smaller other groups, investment groups, are still holding this the stock still. So it's a positive sign. People are still believing that the ZOM can gain more price in terms of the stock price. And institutional investors are not really a short-term investors. They may sell if they replace their portfolios, but they do not really sell within a day or two. That's my understanding, and that's what I've been seeing. Looking at the volume is on the lower side. As you can see, yesterday's volume was 44 million. Today's volume up until now is 15 million. And looking at this chart, once again, going back to this chart, they have a strong resistance. I want to say that at $2 level, or $2.10 level, I'm sorry, at this price point, $2.10, it's a pretty good level to cross. The stock was able to cross today, but it does not sustain there. As you can see, this is a $2 level. The stock can $2.10 level, I'm sorry. The stock did go about $2.10 and came back down. Tried again right here, could not sustain. Tried again here, could not sustain. Tried again here, could not sustain. We'll see how that trades out today. This is a 5-day chart. The RSI looks pretty good. The MACD looks pretty good as well. For one day, both of RSI and MACD looks pretty good. As you can see, the MACD and the orange signal, or the orange bar, that is a signal, orange line, that is a signal, both all together, that's something I like to see. RSI is 53, something I like to see as well. The stock can run up from this price point. Once again, we need more volume for the stock. One of the concern that I have at this point, why the stock is not running up so much, is the volume. I believe if the volume gets back to 60 or 70 million sustained, or maybe more than that, if the volume goes above 100 million, I think the stock can spike up pretty quickly. The one of the challenge with ZOMEDICA and many other penny stock that we review, including CTRM, SNDL, ZOMEDICA, UME is another stock that I want to also talk about. UAMY has pretty small volume. I think the volume needs to pick up. UME is a great stock in my opinion. I do own UME as well, UAMY, and I have done the video on UAMY as well. Great stock, but there is not enough volume. Thanks, guys. I want to share an update with ZOMEDICA Corp. I wanted to also review this particular article with you that just came out before a couple of hours, and I thought this is a great article, very interesting. Wanted to share with you. I'm not a financial advisor. Consider subscribe and consider clicking on the like button. Thanks all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.